Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, and our read aloud for today is Owen by author and illustrator Kevin Hankes, the same one from Monday and Tuesday's read aloud. And boys and girls, this book earned a Caldecott honor, which means he was recognized for his illustrations in the book. So this is a story about Owen, a little boy who loves his yellow blankie. And his mom and dad are problem solving on ways to try to get him to leave his blankie at home where he doesn't need to take it everywhere he goes. Let's see if they can come up with a solution of how they can get Owen to not need to take his big blankie everywhere he goes. Owen had a fuzzy yellow blanket. He'd had it since he was a baby. He loved it with all his heart. Fuzzy goes where I go, said Owen, and Fuzzy did. Upstairs, downstairs, in between, inside, outside, upside down. And he's showing these all in different illustration boxes. Fuzzy likes what I like, said Owen, and Fuzzy did. Orange juice, grape juice, chocolate milk, ice cream, peanut butter, applesauce, cake. Look at his blanket. And then Owen is saying, Fuzzy's messy. Isn't he getting a little old to be carrying that thing around? Asked Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the blanket fairy? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. So it looks like Mrs. Tweezer is the neighbor who's telling them a way he can get rid of his blanket. That night, Owen's parents told Owen to put Fuzzy under his pillow. In the morning, Fuzzy would be gone, but the blanket fairy would leave an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific big boy gift in its place. Look at Owen's face. Does he look happy to do that? He's not looking too happy to trade in his blanket. Owen stuffed Fuzzy inside his pajama pants and went to sleep. Why do you think he put his blanket in his pajama pants if the blanket fairy was supposed to come? I bet he was trying to keep his blanket from the blanket fairy. He wanted to keep it. No blanket fairy, said Owen in the morning. No kidding, said Owen's mother. No wonder, said Owen's father. And look, you can see his blanket stuffed safely in his pajama bottoms. Fuzzy's dirty, said Owen's mother. Fuzzy's torn and ratty, said Owen's father. No, said Owen. Fuzzy's perfect. And Fuzzy was. Fuzzy played Captain Plunger with Owen. Fuzzy helped Owen become invisible. And up here he's saying, to the rescue! Look at all the things that are in the toilet. That's not a good idea. We don't put things in the toilet. He's playing something with a superhero plunger. And then down here he says, bet you can't see me. And if you look real closely, it looks like there's vegetables on his plate. I bet he's trying to get out of eating those vegetables. And Fuzzy was essential when it came to nail clippings and haircuts and trips to the dentist. It looks like Fuzzy comforts him when he's upset and doesn't want to do something. Can't be a baby forever, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the vinegar trick? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. A vinegar trick to get rid of a blanket? I wonder what they're going to do. When Owen wasn't looking, his father dipped Owen's favorite corner of Fuzzy into a jar of vinegar. Oh, he's holding his nose. I bet that means the vinegar stinks. Owen sniffed it and smelled it and sniffed it. He picked a new favorite corner. That didn't work either. He just turned his blanket on and now he has a new favorite corner. Then he rubbed the smelly corner all around his sandbox, buried it in the garden, and dug it up again. Good as new, said Owen. He took care of that smell, didn't he? Fuzzy wasn't very fuzzy anymore, but Owen didn't mind. He carried it and wore it and dragged it. He sucked it and hugged it and twisted it. What are we going to do? Said Owen's mother. School is starting soon, said Owen's father. Can't bring a blanket to school, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of saying no? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. I have to bring Fuzzy to school, said Owen. No, said Owen's mother. No, said Owen's father. Owen buried his face in Fuzzy. He started to cry and would not stop. Don't worry, said Owen's mother. It'll be all right, said Owen's father. And then suddenly Owen's mother said, I have an idea. It was an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific idea. First she snipped, and then she sewed, and then she snipped again and sewed some more. Look what she's snipping. She's sewing. It looks like Fuzzy's in her hands and on the table right there. Snip, snip, snip. Sew, sew, sew. Dry your eyes. Wipe your nose. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Now what do you see? Now Owen carries one of his not-so-fuzzy handkerchiefs with him wherever he goes. So look what she did. She took his big yellow fuzzy blanket and she cut it into little smaller pieces. So now he has many fuzzies. What's easier to take with you? A small square of fabric or a big blanket? And Mrs. Tweezers doesn't say a thing because look what she also has. So think about, how did they solve the problem so that Owen could still have Fuzzy with him? They were very good problem solvers in this book. All right, boys and girls, I will read you another one tomorrow. Bye.